2016. Hope you guys had a wonderful Memorial Day and stuff, man. Hope you had a great time chilling with your families and stuff, man. 'Cause that's what Memorial Day is all about, man. Get to do things you don't normally get a day off of work, get to chill with your family, have fun and stuff. And that's what it's about, man. But anyway, hope y'all had a wonderful Memorial Day and stuff. Wow. Got a lot to talk about with this Raw, man. A lot of shit that really pissed me off. A lot of stuff that really going to the future is not going to look so good for a couple of guys, man. And boy, do we have a lot to talk about in this review. But anyway, start this review off by saying like, comment, subscribe. You already know the deal, man. Give me your thoughts on what you thought about Raw tonight and stuff, man. This will be my first video uploaded to YouTube, so I'm new to this YouTube thing. So give me your thoughts on Raw tonight. Like, comment, subscribe, everything else. You know the rest. Anyway, let's go. Let's get into Raw. Tonight, Raw came from Green Bay, and it kicks off with the entire roster on stage. Lillian Garcia is in the ring. She leads us into a 10-bell salute for Memorial Day. They cut to an opening video for Memorial Day. So it's basically a typical WWE thing where they do, they thank the troops and stuff for what they do and stuff, and the families that's lost, and all that. So, I mean, this is okay. Nice touch, and then shout outs to all the troops that do take care of business over there fighting for us and stuff. I have no problem with this. I never disrespect this. I always feel like this is a good thing and a good move, unless they're exploiting it to get somebody over. Hint, hint. But other than that, I had no problem with this. This didn't seem like they were trying to use it to get someone over. It was just a straightforward video package on giving the troops thanks. Move on. But anyway, we're live from the Rich Center with Michael Cole, Brian Saxton, and JBL. Shane McMahon music hit, and out he comes to the ring. Shane hits the ring. Stephanie McMahon music hits, and she comes out and joins him. Stephanie says she hopes Shane was not planning on doing this without her. Stephanie welcomes everyone, but Shane has to outdo her. Shane talks about the new era and how they're shaking things up. He talks about SmackDown going live on July 19th. Shane says there will be better shows, better opportunities for everyone. Stephanie hypes tonight's show with John Cena's return, which gets a mixed reaction. And then the New Day music interrupts, and out comes everybody's favorite tag team, the Coon Day. As Xavier Woods, Kofi Kingston, and Big E talk about SmackDown going live, they say their emotions. Hold on. They said their emotions went from excitement to paranoia. They and Cole show, and they show some online reactions to the brand split. Big E says the WWE Universe wants to know about one thing: brand extension. Shane confirms there will be unique roster changes. Big E and Woods pick on Kofi for how long he's been with the company. Kofi says everyone wants to know where the New Day is going. Stephanie says they haven't made those decisions yet, and they accuse her of dodging the questions. Woods says they can't break the New Day up. Shane says, entertaining as they are, there's nothing that's off the table. They also ask who will be running SmackDown. Stephanie says that hasn't been figured out either, and everything's in a work in progress. Shane says everything will be well thought out. They said there must be a sibling rivalry, and then they say there must be a sibling rivalry brewing. Biggie issues a dance challenge between the two. Stephanie says that's ridiculous, but Shane is game. The New Day music hits, and Shane does some kind of dancing in between Biggie and Kofi, which looked just crazy. Shane like he was having a damn seizure or something. They call Stephanie to dance next, and she accepts. Stephanie says if we wanted to see it, if we want to see some real dancing. As soon as she's about to dance, out comes the villains to interrupt before Stephanie can bust a move. Thank God. This segment was just weird. It was strange. It was awkward. I mean, the New Day in this awkward comedy is just not good. I mean, with them out there, with their bright colors and all this, Stephanie and Shane out there, this is just an awful segment, man. I mean, everything was off about it. I mean, it's just awful way to open up the show. That's how you knew the show was going to be bad. I always say the opening segment sets the tone for a wrestling show, just like an opening match on a pay-per-view sets the tone for the pay-per-view. If the opening sucks, the rest of the show is going to suck. It's stuff. Then we get the Bob Villains versus the New Day. Simon Gotch and Aiden English head to the ring for a non-title match as we go to the announcements and we go to the commercial. Excuse me, guys. Hold on. Excuse me. Then anyway, back from break and the match is underway. English ends up taking control of Kofi after distraction from Gotch on the floor. Aiden beats Kofi down in the corner and comes in Gotch for a 2 count. Gotch keeps Kofi grounded. Now English comes back in, nails Kofi with a right hand for a 2 count. Gotch comes back in, but Kofi tries for a tag. Gotch stops him. English interferes, allowing Gotch to send Kofi to the floor. We go back. We come back from commercial. The Bobby Williams pose in the ring. Back from the break, and Kofi finally gets a tag. Big E comes in, unloads on English, Luke Gallows, and then Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson run down, laying out Woods at ringside. Kofi tries to make the save, but they take him out too. The referee calls for the bell. After the bell, the Villains double team Biggie in the ring. Gallows and Anderson watch from the floor. They come in the ring, and the Villains let them have Big E. They hit the Magic Killer on Big E. As the fans boo, the music hits. Gallows and Anderson stand over Big E in the ring. We go to replays with Kofi and Woods still laid out at ringside. We go to commercial. So basically, this was just another bash segment, man. I didn't like that match. I don't understand why the New Day still going up against the Villains when they already beat them and stuff. I mean, let's just move on. Get those belts off the Coon Day. Put them on Gallows and Anderson. Way better tag team. I just feel like that'll add more intrigue and prestige to those belts, because those belts, man, people got to think, man, them belts have suffered with the Coon Day holding those belts, man. I'm telling you. I mean, that team has really brought down the value of the tag team titles, if you really look at it and stuff. I mean, they're the longest running tag team champions WWE's had in a long time. I mean, so they've really downgraded that belt, man. They got to put that belt on someone like Gallows and Anderson, where those guys have been tag team champions in Japan. They've been tag team champions in ROH, I believe. So, I mean, these guys are just top candidates in my head. If not them, then Enzo and Cass. I mean, just get them off the Coon Day. Please get them off the Coon Day. Anybody but the Coon Day. That's the point I'm coming to with the damn belts. But anyway, back from the break, and Renee Young catches up with Gallows and Anderson. Anderson said that was to prove they can do as much damage without AJ Styles. Gallows says there's plans to put the New Day, the tag team division, and the whole roster on notice. Anderson said they're just getting started. Then the announcer showed us a video of Sheamus attacking Apollo Crews backstage last week. Big Show approaches Crews backstage. Crews looks ready to fight and asks the Show if he has a problem with him with the New Era 2. Show's been through all the eras, but he's not here to fight. They joke around and Show said he likes Crews because he has potential and grit. Show says Sheamus is in a panic mode and doesn't want anything to change because the New Era is a threat to him. Show calls Sheamus a bully and says he picked on Crews because he thought he wouldn't fight back. Show asks Crews if he's going to back down, if he's going to back down or not, and then Show walks off. This was just an odd segment. Like I said on Twitter, I'd be interested in this feud if it meant Apollo Crews, aka Uriah Nations, was going to get a big push out of this, but I don't see this going anywhere, just being a mid-card feud. I don't see this doing much for Apollo Crews. I mean, he hasn't been featured on Raw in a couple of weeks. Last week was the first time in kind of like almost 2 weeks he was actually featured on Raw. So, I mean, like I said, WWE is just known to do this with the new talent. They're just known to sit here, put these guys on television 1 week, take them on television next week. They're on Superstars for a little while, then they come back. I mean, so it's no telling what's going to happen with this. Hopefully, this ends out looking good for Crews. Hopefully, hopefully the thing is to put Crews over, give him a shot at the Intercontinental title or United States title. I mean, something they have. And that's the thing, man. They keep talking about this new era being a new era, but all their champions is all the main guys have been on the roster for a while now. None of the guys that's come up from NXT or the new faces that come into the E have yet to win the belts. None. It's still the same old guys with the same old titles. I mean, how is this a new era? It doesn't feel that way. Anyway, we go to the ring. Out comes Goldust with a mic to introduce the Golden Truth. R-Truth is out rapping a new Golden Truth remix. They hit the ring and join the announcers on the commentary as we go to another damn commercial. I mean, at this point, I was like, wow, the show really sucks. Back from break, and they air a Kane promo to hype the new Warcraft move, which is weird. Then we get the Uso versus Tyler Breeze and Fandango. Not Fandango. Fandango. As I call them, the new Rainbow Express, basically. We go to the ring and out come the Usos. Golden Truth is still on commentary. Tyler Breeze and Fandango are out next with their own entrance as Breezango. We get a video of Breeze and Fandango cutting a promo early in the day. Breeze starts off with Jimmy Uso and they go at it. Lots of action from everyone early on. Jey Uso comes in but misses a Rikishi splash thanks to an assist from Fandango. Excuse me. Fandango Breeze nails a kick and comes in Fandango for a 2 count. Fandango Fandango takes control of one of the Usos. He works him over in the corner. Fandango taunts Golden Truth from the ring. Uso nails a big kick off while Breeze takes a super kick on the floor. Jimmy distracts Fandango from the floor, allowing Jay to roll Fandango up for the win. The winner, the Usos. This match sucked. I mean, they could have found something way better to do at this time instead of giving to this pointless ass feud between the Golden Truth and the New Rainbow Express and Fandango and fucking Tyler Breeze. I mean, this just. I mean, what is the point of this feud? When they could be having a decent tag team feud with maybe I don't know the Usos. I mean the Usos and Enzo and Cass fighting over number one contendership spot. I mean that's what I'm saying, man. This tag team division sucks, man. I mean nothing about this tag team division screams entertaining or you know. I mean I like the Usos. I know a lot of people don't like the Usos, but I like the Usos. I'm a really big fan of the Usos, but it's just the way they're booked, man. They're putting these dumbass dull ass spots like this, and it leads the fans to not care about them. And then they're putting Roman Reigns, and I mean it makes things even worse for these guys, man. I think the Usos are a great tag team. I really do, man. You know, gone are the days of where tag teams actually dressed alike, and you know, I mean, and had that cohesiveness like an old school tag team. Usos really bring that to me, and it's just sad that just I mean they're throwing the bus at every moment just to. I mean, it's sad to be. They just came out of a big feud with their so-called cut with their cousin, and now they're back now they're back being the second wheel in not even a mid-card feud, or undercard feud. I mean, it just shows the booking and the continuity of the WWE creative team is just at an all-time low. They don't even try anymore. But after the match, Bree and Fandango confront Golden Truth, and a brawl breaks out. Truth takes Fandango, whoops Bree into a power slam by Goldust on the floor. Goldust and Truth hit the ring to pose, and as Breezango recovers on the floor, and we go to replays. We get hyped for Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns at Money in the Bank. Reigns will be here to speak tonight as they go to commercial. The music hits and out comes and the music hit out comes Roman Reigns. Oh my goodness, this guy gets booed in every city they go to. I mean, this is worse, almost worse than Cena. I mean, like I said, man, we all know who should be the face and who should be the heel. They're sitting there airing a 24 special on Seth Rollins. His whole slogan, the rebuild and all that bullshit, is basically a babyface slogan for this guy. The fans obviously want to cheer Seth Rollins, and the dumbass is obviously sitting there saying, well, we're going to still try to get him over as a heel because Roman Reigns is a face, you know. But he's not a good guy. He's not a bad guy. He's just the guy. No, no. That's just a cover up for the fact that this guy has failed as a top guy and as a top baby face. Like I said, a hero should not be getting booed. A hero should be getting cheered. And like I said before, Rollins should be the face, Reigns should be the heel. It makes sense. But obviously in the WWE world, Roman Reigns the face is getting booed and getting rejected. It's obviously, you know, I mean, it's just terrible. Basically, I'm not even going to go through what the fuck Roman Reigns said because it's not even worth the time. Seth Rollins comes out to a pop. He stops on the stage and Reigns motions for him to come on. Rollins is wearing tights and takes his time. Rollins acts like he's going to hit the ring, but he stops and walks back up the ramp as fans boo. Rollins takes a mic at the top of the stage as Reigns looks on. Rollins keeps acting like he's going to talk, but doesn't. Some fans boo him. Rollins finally tosses the mic without speaking and heads back to the ring. He stops again, laughs at Reigns, heads up the ramp again. He stops again, runs back to the ring, but stops right at the ringside to taunt some more. Reigns looks on unimpressed. Rollins asks back up. Rollins walks back up to the ramp, picks the mic up. Rollins goes to speak but throws the mic down and walks to the back without speaking. Reigns' music hits and he mouths to the camera while holding the title. Rollins suddenly runs back down but stops at ringside again. He laughs at Reigns, heads up the ramp again. Rollins says we do things his way around here. Reigns raises the title in the air and this dumbass segment ends. Wow, what a way to build your world title feud by having Rollins look like a punk bitch. You know, wow. I mean, whoa. I mean, when are they gonna learn, man? I mean, wow. No words on this segment. This segment sucked. You know, I mean, you're sitting here trying to make this match feel like it's a big deal, like it's a WrestleMania quality main event and stuff, and you do this. I mean, how do you expect the fans to even take this halfway remotely seriously? I mean, I just don't understand it. I just don't get it. How do you expect the fans to really care for this feud when you do this? Rollins is being made to look like a punk bitch that can't stand up for himself. That's to take a cheap shot every chance he gets. I mean, it's just ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. Why can't Rollins? I mean, I just never mind. I've been down this road before. I'm not going down this road again. Whatever. Anyway, they saw it still for John Cena return. Ooh, whoop de motherfucking do. Also, Dean Ambrose Cesaro and Kevin Owens. Dean Ambrose Cesaro on one team and Zayn on one team versus Kevin Owens, Chris Jericho, and Roberto Del Rio on the other team is announced for the main event. They air a promo to announce Bill Goldberg for the WWE 2K17 video game, which is pretty cool. It's nice to see Goldberg back on television again, man. Even though it's not the way I wanted to see him, I wanted to see him come back and wrestle one more match, but obviously we're not going to get that with Goldberg because he's made it perfectly clear how he's felt about the E for years now. So you really can't blame him because they fucked him when he came in there back in '03. They really fucked him really bad. They had him sit there and job him out to Triple H and shit because he's not a Vince guy. Vince didn't make him, so Vince has got to make him squeal and stuff, which is just retarded. But Vince does this with all the guys that come in that were not made in the WWE. He doesn't. He's about to do it to AJ Styles, obviously based off what happened tonight. We're going to get into that in just a moment. But Zack Ryder versus Rusev, who cares? Like I said, this is dull. I mean, this was just another dull filler segment. Nobody. I mean, come on, man. Nobody cared about this match. Let's be real. Zack Ryder is done. He might well get ready for his walking papers pretty soon because obviously I heard some more releases coming pretty soon. So he might as well get ready for his release. I don't know how he survived this long, but he might as well get ready for it. After the match, Rusev takes the mic and starts talking about entitled Americans. He says he's what Americans should be all about. He's a true American hero. Then comes Titus O'Neil's. He comes with a mic. Titus knocks Rusev for having the nerve to call himself a hero on Memorial Day. Titus enters the ring and has words with Rusev before knocking him in the face with a big shot out of nowhere. Titus challenges Rusev to come back in the fight, but they just yell at each other. Titus says he's representing the USA, and the chants start again. Titus' music hits as he stands tall in the ring, and Rusev makes his exit. I would really love to care about this, but two things. One, the big picture is I don't see Titus winning. I don't see Titus winning this feud. Excuse me, easy for me to say. I don't see Titus winning this feud. I just don't. I see Titus being used to make Rusev look stronger. I don't see Titus being taken seriously, with him winning this. Maybe they might prove me wrong, but I don't see Titus coming out of this feud looking good. I don't. I really don't. I see Titus being just like the Big Show, just like Mark Henry 2014, made to make Rusev look stronger, just so we can get down the line later on, Cena winning that belt back, and we get some more Cena U.S. Open challenges on Raw because that's what the fans want. They miss it so much and stuff. Like I said, this does not look good for Titus, man. And it's sad to say that because you would think I'd be like, yeah, Titus is finally getting his singles push, a mid card push and stuff. He's gonna get a mid card title across his waist, but I don't see it happening. I see this being a way for them to use Titus to get Rusev, make Rusev look good. Anyway, back from break, we get a video from the Shining Stars. They invite everyone to Puerto Rico. Just stupid. Like I said, who cares? Primo and Epico, who cares? I mean, these guys obviously can't get over with anything they give them. Los Matadores failed. The Primo and Epico tag team failed. Now this is falling flat. So who cares? We get a video package then with a variety with various superstars discussing last week's incident with Ric Flair and WWE Women's Champion Charlotte. We see video from earlier in the day where Stephanie McMahon confronted Charlotte backstage. Stephanie says she's embarrassed to have Charlotte represent the women of WWE and be champion. She calls herself a spoiled, selfish, self-important brat. Stephanie tells Charlotte to shut up and back down when she tries to speak. Charlotte's not a champion. She's just a waste of talent. They stare at each other and Stephanie walks off. Oh my goodness. Hold on for a minute. Purpose of this. Why does Stephanie McMahon get to cut down the talent all the fucking time? I mean, you're sitting here and you're trying to build Charlotte up this heel bitch and stuff and all. And then you have Stephanie just come in and cut her down in one promo, and you're looking like, wow, what a way to make your women's champion look strong. She can't even stand up to the fucking boss's daughter. I mean, I mean, it's just asinine booking like this is why they wonder why none of their champions, none of the talent they try to push gets over because you undercut them. This just totally undercut Charlotte. She just sit here and had a big moment last week. Well, to a lot of people, a big moment. To me, I just look at it as like a cheap way to get her over as a heel. Obviously, it was the obvious thing to do with her as a heel because her whole title run has fallen flat. Nobody cares about her as a champion. Her matches have been passable, but not even decent. I mean, she's just been a wreck as champion. I'm sorry. I want to like Charlotte. I like Charlotte better in NXT than I do on the main roster. It is not her fault. It's the creative team's fault. They've really messed her whole title run up. She could have had a good title run in my opinion, but they just messed that up at this point. So this point, when they got the boss's daughter, when they got Stephanie McMahon putting down the women's champion, you know your run is over. You're never going to get taken seriously again by anybody. And this is why they're having a hard time getting this girl over because of stuff like this, undercutting her. The dumbass finishes to her matches with Ric Flair. You get rid of one bad seed, now you add another seed to it with Stephanie putting her down. I mean, it's just ridiculous, man. Just ridiculous. Then they announced that Natalia's gonna face Dana Brooke later on tonight. Ooh, whoop the motherfucking dude, yeah. Like we really want to see that. Then we get Enzo Amore and Big Cat versus the versus I like to call them the washed up boys. We go to the ring. Outcome Big Cass and Enzo Amore. They do their usual promo and call the Dudley Boys to the ring. The pyro goes off. Out comes Bubba Ray Dudley and Devon Dudley. I know they wish they would have stayed in TNA. How's this working out for you guys? Back from the break, and Devon is controlling Enzo. Devon with a 2 count, another big slam. Bubba comes back in, drops elbow drops for a 2 count. Bubba, prevents a tag, makes one to Devon. Devon with a suplex and a 2 count. Bubba comes back in, mocks Enzo while working him over. He wastes his time, turns around to a drop kick. Fans rally for Enzo to tag Kaz in. Kaz gets the tag, runs over to Devon to tag in. Kaz with a huge splash, a slam. He nails the Empire elbow, knocks Bubba off the apron. Devon nails him and tags Bubba in. They hit the double team, but Kaz kicks out the 2. Bubba goes to the back, goes back to the top, but Enzo talks trash, distracts him. Cass brings Bubba to the mat. They end up hitting the rocket launcher for the win. Your winners, Enzo Amore and Big Cat. How many times these guys got to beat the washed up boys? I mean, what is the point of this? This just I believe it's just something to keep them busy right now. I mean, they've beaten the Dudley boys many of times. I mean, what makes people think? I mean, what makes you think that we don't know they can beat them again? I mean, come on. This is just pointless. I mean, this is just a very pointless segment. A lot of filler, a lot of garbage on the show tonight, man. This show was just bad. Last week's show was terrible. This show, wow, this show really sucked. Backstage, Sami Zayn, Cesaro, and Dean Ambrose are backstage talking about tonight's 6 man. Back from break, out comes John Cena to a whatever you want to call it, a mixed reaction, typical reaction, whatever you want to call it at this point. There's some boos, welcome back chants, whatever. So he's all serious and stuff. He takes his hat off and he scratches his head because this is a serious moment, ladies and gentlemen. I want you to take all this in, because this is serious. I'm about to cut a promo. Cena cuts a quick promo for Memorial Day and the USA chant start up because he's a Marine. Yeah, he's a Marine. He loves the troops. He does this for them. He fights for them and stuff. Cena goes on about freedom and liberty. Oh my goodness, this is riveting stuff. Then he declares he's back on Monday Night Raw. Cena is fired up. He says the question now is if he still belongs here. Oh my goodness. I'm like, I know where this is going. Cena says a new era has arrived in his absence, which means new names and new faces who are thinking Cena's best days are behind him. You never had a best day. Cena says he will not just roll over and go away. Oh my God, we all wished he would. He will not go quietly in the night. Cena says if the future's upon us, then they must go through him. Cena tosses the mic. AJ Styles music hits. Out he comes to a pop. And I'm like, oh my God, I know where they're going with this. They're going to feed AJ to Cena. They're going to have AJ carry Cena through passable matches, only to have Cena come out on top. I told everybody. I said it. I said, I know Cena is backstage chomping at the bit to feud with AJ Styles because this is trying to keep calm. Styles hits the ring. Fans are rallied up as they start dueling chants. Styles and Cena take it in, look around. This goes on for several fucking minutes, and I'm like, oh my god. The fans are falling for this bullshit. But what do I expect? They're the universe. They're the Fukiverse. So what can I expect? Cena says it sounds like everyone else has been too. Styles doesn't understand why Cena gets a bad rep. Oh, what? Oh, Styles talks about Cena, what Cena does for the company. Oh, here we go. Styles goes from kissing Roman Reigns' ass to kissing Cena's ass. Oh my goodness! What a way to make AJ Styles look like a valuable contender. Wow, wow, that'll be. I mean, kudos to you. Thank you for making AJ Styles look like the jump of the year. Thank you. Oh, what a! I mean, AJ Styles is just going from looking like a chump of the year to just the sap of the year. I mean, Jesus Christ. He's really had to kiss Cena's fucking Vince's boys, top boys' asses. I mean, these guys can't even lace this guy's fucking boots. I mean, and he's sitting here saying, "Oh, he's." I mean, it's just ridiculous. He knows they have been in two different worlds, but here they are now. Styles says he disrespect shit again. Cena's hard work. He's sure that the rest of the locker room does too. Styles just wants to be the one to do first to come out and welcome Cena back. He extends his hand, but Cena just stirs at him. Cena finally shakes it, and the music of Gallows and Anderson interrupts. Out come Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. I'm like, oh, what is this going? Gallows and Anderson accuses AJ of kissing up to Cena. Yeah, that's basically what he did. Anderson says they're not here to kiss ass. They're here to kick it, including AJ's. They drop the mics and go to enter the ring. Styles is ready to fight, and Cena joins them. Cena tosses his T-shirt and turns around to a right hand from AJ. Gallows and Anderson hit the ring for triple team on Cena. Anderson sends Cena into a big boot from Gallows. The beatdown continues at Cena. The beatdown continues on Cena as some fans boo. The club stands tall over Cena and two sweep each other. Styles, Gallows, and Anderson lead together while Cena is still down on the mat. Styles rushes back to the ring, beats on Cena as Gallows and Anderson encourages him. Fans boo as the club leaves the ring again. Styles rushes back to the ring, unloads on Cena with more rights. Styles plays to the crowds that boo him. He joins Gallows and Anderson on the ramp, and they leave talking trash. We see referees running to the ring to check on Cena. AJ runs back down the ramp, back into the ring for more shots on Cena. Gallows and Anderson pull him off. They laugh at Cena before leaving. Styles yells about doing everyone a favor as we go to commercial. Oh my God. This is not good. They're basically doing the same thing they always do with Cena. They take a guy that's hot, turn him heel for no reason, just to have Cena look good and try to get Cena over as a babyface. This is garbage. I don't understand how anybody can sit here and get excited about this. This is exactly what I was expecting. I knew for 1 minute, for a second, that they were going to do this. They were going to have Cena come back, and Cena's first victim on the hit list of John Cena's buried, hold down the talent list was AJ fucking Styles. Of course, why wouldn't it be? Why wouldn't it be? He's the best damn wrestler on the roster. Next to Owens, next to Zayn. I mean, he's the best. One of the best talents they have on the roster right now. Nakamura. I mean, this guy is about to go through a talent pool of talent like he's always done. How can anyone be excited about this dude being back? He's the problem. He's the main problem what's wrong with this product. They can't get past him. How can anyone be excited about this dude being back? How? He comes back, he just waltzes in, and now he's feuding with one of the top talents, one of the best wrestlers in the world today in AJ Styles. This dude couldn't last 10 minutes in AJ Styles with AJ Styles. Not even 10 minutes. AJ Styles will work circles around this dude, and it pisses me off that AJ Styles has to carry this dude's back. Has to sit here and carry this douchebag on his back because this douchebag wants to sit here and live off the spotlight as long as he can. It pisses me off. Then he's gonna get a match with Nakamura this summer. I mean, this dude is about to go through one of the best pools of talent ever, and he's about to go through them like that, because he. Wow, man, and people get excited for this stuff. Why? Now I understand if he was putting guys over, if Cena was known to put a guy over when he was hot, but he isn't. He's done it to every hot new talent that's coming to the damn company. Daniel Bryan, Bray Wyatt, Ryback. He's done it to them all. And now he's about to go through a fresh pool of talent. There is no new era, ladies and gentlemen. Wake up and see it. There ain't no new era. It's the same old stuff. The new era is a marketing strategy for the WWE to get new viewers, to try to pull everyone back into their product, their piss poor product, just so you can watch Cena bury AJ Styles, then go on to bury Nakamura, then go on to bury this guy, and the next guy, and the next guy. It's the repeating cycles, the same old crap. It's not nothing different. This segment instantly failed to me because I know what the outcome's going to be. And nobody can sit here and tell me, well, the outcome's going to be with AJ Styles going over Bull. We've seen this before. We know what's going to happen. They're not going to turn AJ Styles heel just to have him go over on a babyface Cena. No, it's not going to go down like that, ladies and gentlemen. You must haven't watched the E as long as I have to know what's about to go down. And it pisses me off because it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. Then we get Natalya versus Dana Brooke. Natalya walks in the ring as Dana Brooke makes her way out to the stage. WWE Women's Champion Charlotte makes her way out next, and they head to the ring. Natalya beats Dana down to the corner and unloads Natalya with a suplex. The referee has to pull Natalya off Brooke, leading to Dana turning it around. Dana distracts the referee, allowing Charlotte to slap Natalya. Dana with a 2 count, words with the ref. Natalya comes back, hits a clothesline out of the corner. Natalya goes for the sharpshooter, but Charlotte jumps on the apron. Natalya knocks her off. Dana takes advantage, hitting the Mackinoka driver for the win. Dana Brooke is garbage. Dana Brooke is garbage. And the crazy part is she's gonna get a push. And you could tell they're really beginning to single her out as this dominant diva. So you already know what they're heading for. Just because she's a bodybuilder and all this crap, that's the reason why she's getting this big push. Because she's a bodybuilder. She has no talent as an in-ring wrestler. You can tell. Look, when she hit the fucking Mackinac driver, she looked like she was, practicing it. She didn't look like oh, I'm gonna just pick her up and just slam her. Oh, I got to practice. Okay, I don't want to drop her the wrong way. God, man, she's garbage. She's garbage. She's garbage in the ring. She's not good. I don't understand. Where the fuck is Sasha Banks? This Divas division is just gone to hell. It's worse than what it was before, man. I'm telling you. And this is supposed to be this new crop of talent. This Divas Revolution. And now they're right back to where they were before, having 4 minute ass, pointless ass matches on Raw. Yeah, your Divas Revolution summed up in a nutshell. After the match, Charlotte comes in, they double team Natalya as fans chant for Sasha Banks and boo. And who do you know comes out instead of Sasha? It's Becky Lynch. The fans don't care about Becky Lynch. They wanted Sasha. They are just determined to do what they want. And Dana and Charlotte retreat into the crowd and talk trash, and the segment ends. JoJo's backstage with Dolph Ziggler. He cuts a promo on tonight's traditional wrestling match, and we go to commercial. Now, we knew from the second Dolph Ziggler started talking about traditional wrestling match, we knew it was a joke. We know how Vince feels about technical wrestling. We know how Vince feels about that. Vince hates wrestling. He hates the word wrestling being mentioned on his product, even though he's in the wrestling business. But to Vince, he's in the sports entertainment business. He's not in the wrestling business. But WWE's real wrestling. Yeah, right. They have the talent, but they're not real wrestling. Come on, get it straight. Then we get Dolph Ziggler versus Brian Corbin back from break, and Brian Corbin waits as Dolph Ziggler makes his way out. Ziggler puts his headgear on and mouthpiece in. He looks like he's about to lock up, but he kicks below the belt instead. The referee called for the bell. What about this qualification, Brian Corbin? What was the point of this segment? Why is Brian Corbin feuding with Dolph Ziggler? Why? Why is he feuding with Ziggler, man? This is just a waste of time. Brian Corbin, he's just debuted on the fucking main roster. He's being thrown to a feud that the fans can give two less shits about than Dolph Ziggler. And you expect this guy to get over. Wow. This is your new era, ladies and gentlemen. We come back and get a video from Maurice introducing the WWE Intercontinental Champion, The Miz. He's in Vancouver, waiting to fill the WWE studios the Marine Five. Oh my God, because the last four Marines have been just so good. Battleground. He talks about being champion. Miz needs his rest for shooting, but says we will be hearing from him each and every other week. He's out there filming. No, please stay over there and just don't come back, please. God, the Miz is awful. This dude, I mean, the jizz. I mean, he is just the shits. He really is. Kevin Owens is backstage arguing with Alberto Del Rio over who's going to start the match. Chris Jericho chimes in, argues with Owens. They get somewhat on the same page. Jericho calls them idiots as Owens and Del Rio leave. You see the Money in the Bank briefcase hanging over the ring as we go to commercial. Then we finally get to our main event because this show has just been god awful. Dean Ambrose, Sami Zayn, and Cesaro versus Kevin Owens, Chris Jericho, and Alberto Del Rio. We go to the ring. Out first comes Dean Ambrose. Cesaro's out next, followed by Sami Zayn. The heels are out separately as well. Cesaro fires off a ton of uppercuts on everyone early on in the match. They turn around on him. Del Rio brings him back in the ring for a big shot off the top rope and a 2 count. Owens saves Del Rio from a haluva kick, but they argue. Jericho and Ambrose get involved. Then everything falls apart. Sami ends up diving out onto everyone. Go to commercial, back from break. Owens goes at it with Sami. Owens with a 2 count. Owens kicks Sami in the back. Tags in Del Rio. Del Rio works Sami over, turns him upside down in the corner for more shots. Del Rio keeps Sami grounded. Now Jericho comes in, and the stupid idiot chants start back up. Jericho sells a knee injury as Sami crawls for a tag. Jericho stops him, takes it back to the corner. Sami fights back but runs into the kick. Sami with a blue thunderball. Ambrose gets the tag, unloads on Jericho, and basically Ambrose hits Kevin Owens with the dirty deeds, and the babyface tag team of Cesaro, Ambrose, and Zayn go over. And this was basically Raw for the night, man. This Raw sucked. I mean, you know, people want to sit here and tell me that it's a new era, and that'll be about to pick up and stuff. Business is about to pick up, and they put on a show like this and show you their hand. They show you that this is nothing. This new era thing is nothing but a marketing strategy for them to gain new viewers and to people to gain interest in this stale ass product. If this is a new era, they wouldn't shove it down your throat with every promo. What does it look like with a guy coming into the locker room and trying to encourage another dude and say, new era, no era, attitude era, they're all the same to me, you know? But you got to prove yourself in this. What does it look like this guy was sitting here? I mean, like I said, man, there is no new era. They showed their hand tonight. Cena's back. He's back on his hit list. He's back to bury your favorites. That's what he's back to do. He's back to show you that he's still the man that runs the place. When this dude says in his promos that he's the man to run the place, he means that shit. Everything this dude said in his promo tonight, he meant every word. You have to go through him, and there is no getting through him. There is. There ain't no getting through him. He means that shit when he says it. And like I said, for fans to sit here and cheer this guy and get behind this guy and want this guy back and was chanting for this guy to come back, just kills me. I mean, it really does, man. I just don't understand how you can get behind someone that is a cancer to this product. This guy has driven away millions of viewers. This guy continues to hold down talent. People talk shit about Hogan. People talk shit about Kevin Nash. But I got to give those motherfuckers credit. They did business when it was time to do business. They they did. Hogan with Goldberg. Hogan with Lesnar. Hogan with Rock. Hogan did business when it was time to do business. You know? But this motherfucker, man, this dude don't do business. All he does is make sure that he looks good. He associates himself with the hot act, the more talented wrestler, to make his matches look 10 times better. As Owens, as Bray Wyatt. People want me saying those matches were good because those matches were good because of the guys he was working with, the dance partners. Owens, Wyatt, Ziggler, Cody Rhodes, Cesaro, Zayn. This guy's been in the ring with guys that are way better than him as in-ring workers, are way better wrestlers than he ever was, and this dude gets praised for it because he had a phenomenal match. Why didn't you like him? He had a phenomenal. No, he didn't have a phenomenal match. The other guy did. Like I said, man, business as usual with Cena, man. This show sucked. 0 out of 10. Fuck it. The main event couldn't even say this show to me. I mean, everything about this show sucked. This new era they're talking about, protesting about and saying it's a new era, sucks. Like I said, it's the same old crap, just a different day. 0 out of 10 is my rating. Give me your thoughts on Raw. Tell me what you thought about Raw. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to my channel, man. I'll see you guys later. Peace.